Hi guys, this is Mandy, and I'm here with my sis Lara.
Hi everybody,
and we are back with another double rant. So, in today's rant, we will be talking about relationships. Believe it or not, I believe we may have covered this a long time ago, but I just felt like we need to revisit that topic for the simple fact there's just certain things on my mind that I felt like we had to talk about in our rant. So, I'll start it off. For instance, a relationship, last time I checked, is only consisted of two people. Now, unless you're the type that don't care about having multiple, that is on you, but I only have one person. And so does she. So, I like some people are pretty, how do you say it? Some people...
They could be polyamorous or polygamous.
That's the word I'm looking for.
Meaning that they're, polyamorous meaning they love more than one person, or
or monogamous.
Polygamous meaning that they're, with more, they date multiple people at once. So, yeah. The people have different relationships. It's on, like I said, that's their preferences and their choice.
Right. So... have you noticed that when it comes to relationships, sometimes, arguments can be a bit much, but what really brings a relationship stronger is that when somebody, despite the argument, you talk it out, and then you just pretend nothing happened. Sadly, a lot of people these days end their relationship with that, and that is not cool. Because... what about if you should decide to get married? You have one argument and one person screws up one time. What, you just going to end it all just like that?
Can't do that.
You really can't. So, the best thing to do when it comes to a relationship, you should just wait, a couple of months, as you're into the relationship, to try to get to know the person before you try to even think about marriage. Because a lot of people, the moment they get together, they instantly talking about kids. They instantly talking about marriage. I'm like, you don't even know the person inside and out yet. You don't even know much about them yet. What they like, what they dislike, yet you already talking about marriage and kids. Get to know what the person is like before you start thinking about all that stuff. If you're willing to do that, great. And also, when it comes to a relationship, do not waste the person's time. If you're not serious about a relationship, don't waste their time in their life. If you know you're not taking it seriously, let them know so that they won't have to waste their time and energy on you.
Yep, that is very true. You're hitting on some very good topics. Also, you have to know what you want out of a relationship also. You can't just go with anyone, you have to make sure that you're actually in love with the person.
Yes.
Because, so many people, they just jump into relationships, but then they find out, down the line that they're not compatible.
Right.
And they end up breaking up. But sometimes that does happen. It's no relationship is the perfect relationship.
Right.
There's bumps and bruises and scars and all that shit along the way. But you just have to be able to work through it, especially if you call yourself that you really do love them, then you'll find a way to work it out.
Right.
If not,
Yeah.
I mean, life has a way of letting you know who's for you and who's not.
Oh, yes. Yes, they do.
So, you just have to pay attention to the signs.
Oh, yeah. And it's always be honest. Always be truthful. Let them know what you're dealing with. If you feel like you have to talk about something to your partner, talk to them. You don't have to go consulting your friends about how your relationship is going, because that's one of the ways your relationship fail. Because sometimes people get so jealous of their own friends that when they sit there and talk about their relationship, they literally talk you out of yours just because they don't have one.
Yeah, that is true. They are petty people like that.
Very, very petty. There will literally be someone who will sit there and let their friends whisper in their ears to tell them how to handle their relationship. Thank God I am not like that. Because it's there were times where people used to come and tell me, such and such, bad influence, blah, 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 you could do better. I'm like, no. There are people who will literally sit there and try to flirt when they know that you're in a relationship.
That is beyond the utmost disrespect.
Yeah.
Also, another thing going on along that line is one thing that people sometimes do, unless it's somebody that you really trust. Don't go talking about your sex life. If you have a sex life, don't do it.
Exactly.
Please don't do that, because you going around, especially let's say you and your girlfriends is talking, and you be like, oh, my man, he give it to me good. He do this, he do that.
Exactly.
What do you think is going to go in their mind? Oh, I should try it then. Mm-hmm. So just keep your private life and your intimacy life private.
Pretty much. It's so much you can say, because relationships is a very broad topic.
It's very broad. It really is.
And it's like, you know, to have a good relationship, I'm not going to say perfect, because there's no such thing as a perfect relationship.
Nope, this isn't Disney.
Exactly. But to have a good relationship, you must have trust, honesty, love, communication.
That's the key.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Want to elaborate on that?
Yes. Communicating with your partner is of the utmost importance in a relationship. Why? Because you need to know how each other is feeling. Now, you can't expect your partner to be a mind reader, be like, oh, she's mad, I don't know what I did. Of course you don't know. She didn't tell you.
Exactly.
Or he didn't tell you. If your partner makes you mad, you're going to tell him. You just say, okay, babe, I think we should talk, because I didn't really like how you did this, and you hurt my feelings. Mm-hmm. Once you communicate and tell them how you feel, then they'll apologize. You can't sit there and be like, let's do a demonstration. Okay. Pretend you're the girlfriend and I'm the boyfriend. And you're sitting there just mad, and I'm trying to ask you, okay. Babe. Hey, babe.
What?
You okay? You sure? You want to talk about it?
Not really.
See that right there? That is something you don't do. You have to be open and talk, because that's how your feelings are conveyed.
Exactly.
You don't talk, nobody knows what's going on. There's tension, and nobody likes tension. You saw that? That was tension right there.
Exactly.
Nobody likes tension. So we're going to do a demonstration now where she opens up about her feelings. Okay.
Right. Okay, here we go.
Hey, babe. Babe. You all right?
Not really.
You want to talk about it? What's going on?
Yes. To be quite honest, I kind of didn't like the way you kind of came at me a little bit, and I was only trying to talk to you, and that kind of made me feel some type of way, honestly.
I didn't realize that. Sometimes I come out of my mouth acting stupid and shit, but I'm sorry. You know I love you, right, babe?
Oh, of course. Yes,
I'm glad we talked about this.
Yeah, me too.
I love you.
It was hard to keep a straight face. I'm sorry.
You get what we're trying to do. We
gonna do a performance today.
Yes. Oh, let's not be able to see more performances.
All right. That could be a new thing we can start from the beginning. Who knows?
But basically, y'all get it.
Yes.
Y'all get it.
So basically, y'all know. Talk.
Yeah.
Be trustworthy to each other. Do not lie.
Please don't lie.
Because one little lie can turn into a huge lie, and it'll ruin your relationship.
Indeed.
You don't want that. So, you think this should be it?
Oh, one more thing. Just one more thing before we end.
Okay.
Just because you're in a relationship with somebody, doesn't matter how long. Mm-hmm. Don't feel like you have to rush in to get married.
Thank you.
Or
have kids.
Yeah, that too. Have kids, all that. You do that on your own time. Mm-hmm. When you feel like it.
Ooh, you just gave me one last piece of advice to say. And also, don't let nobody force you into getting married. Don't let nobody force you to have kids just because they want to see you have kids. No. Or they want to see you get married. Don't let nobody force you. It's your relationship, not theirs. They had theirs. That's why we're here. But you go according to when you're ready. Exactly. Not when people say, y'all need to get married and get married soon. When it happens, it'll happen.
Exactly. Because marriage is something
very
you don't
important.
rush into. It's something you don't take lightly, and it's something you don't rush into. And also with having kids, those are big responsibilities. Oh, yeah. So make sure that when you're truly ready, you are ready. Don't just do it because peer pressure or you see all your friends doing it.
Exactly.
No. You do it when you feel you're ready.
Because let me just let you know this. It costs more to divorce than it does to get married.
It damn sure do. And it's a much more complicated process, too. Yep. So, that's about it.
There you go. See, I'm glad we touched on this topic.
Yes, that was actually fun.
So, if you enjoyed this rant, with me and Laura and our little demonstration we did. Give it a thumbs up. Like, comment, and subscribe to Easterling Amanda and MoonlightButterFlyMiku for more content. Thank you guys so much for watching.
And that's the end of our rant.